Hi, folks. Good morning. Welcome to this presentation. I'm probably going to start off a little slow, just let some more people trickle in. But we can get started. So this session is called Unity Asset Store, how it works and how we're making it better. Just gonna go over general asset store stuff. This is targeted towards any and all asset store users, either new people or people who've been with us since the beginning. A little bit of publisher information, but generally kind of for everyone. So first off, to introduce myself, my name's Ian Dunlap. I am the Asset Store's content manager. I've been with the company since 2012. Just a quick background before then, I worked in the game development industry as a programmer, developed a couple social and mobile games using Unity and the Asset Store, and then I got the opportunity to join, and I've been with the Asset Store ever since. Joining the store 5 years ago was a very different experience. Asset Store was very small and very new, and just being able to see it grow till now has been really interesting. As content manager, my main responsibilities is essentially to oversee our ecosystem, our content catalog, everything that's on the store. We curate and make sure it's ready and a viable product for our customers. So that I mainly develop policies around making sure our content is ready for you all of our users, manage the user and publisher experience, just in case, just oversee kind of making sure our publishers are all have the resources they need to be successful. Yes. Slow down. Got it. Sorry. Very excited. Okay. And then I have a small team that I oversee. That's the content team. Essentially, so the content team, we review all of the products that are on the store, make sure they're ready and viable for you guys. We also curate and create a handful of promotional campaigns. So anytime you see on the asset store like staff picks or new cool or best environments, all this kind of stuff, that's products we've curated and selected and kind of presented to our community. Just a quick overview of what this session is going to be about. We're going to go slightly into the history of the asset store, kind of where it's been and how it's grown to where it is today. Some insight, I'm going to give you all some insight into the challenges we've faced as we grow and just how we've kind of introduced that or handled that to make sure we have kind of the best store and product for you guys available. Actually going to walk through kind of some new programs we've had and show you guys kind of sneak peeks of some new projects we've been working on that will hopefully be launching very soon. And then near the end, we're going to have, we should have some time for a general Q&A. And so anything that might not be covered in this that you guys are interested or anything you need clarification about, we should have an opportunity to answer some of those for you. So let's dive right in. Essentially, the goal of the Unity Asset Store is similar to what Unity stands for, democratizing game development, empowering developers. Our main goal is to make sure development and creation and kind of whatever you guys as users and developers need is available and supports you. So it's kind of two sides to one coin. Our main goal is to expand opportunities in development process. So what that means is just that the asset store has a massive catalog of content that has the intention of, supporting your game development. If you're a modeler who kind of needs some help with code or vice versa, or kind of anything you need to develop, the asset store should have products there to help you develop. And the other side of that is, we have tons of it's a publisher opportunity. A handful of people in our community who, might not be part of massive teams or might just need alternative revenue opportunities. Say you're creating content for a game that you don't use anymore, or you just creating content and not necessarily developing games or other projects. You can become a publisher and make revenue off of the content you have and sell. And then, as game development, as we help game developers, we help them by making games and by helping them, start a business and become a publisher, and it's just kind of this big cycle and ecosystem that we're hoping to kind of create and empower. A little bit of history of the asset store. It launched back in November of 2010. That with the goal to just create a platform to empower game development. It's grown tremendously over the past 7 years. To date, we support 3.6 million active users. We host about 8,000 publishers and over 36,000 products on the store. And to date, we've distributed about 26 million products to our community. But yeah, so over the past 7 years, Asset Store has grown more than we ever could have expected. When I started, it was very small, maybe a handful of content on there and a little campaigns, and now we're massive, and it seems like everybody uses us. So just that, as our community has scaled, we've recognized we need to scale as well. We need to do better. We serve a massive audience of a range of developers, from artists to developers to audio engineers, all this full circle of just game development and making sure we can provide everything to you. So we've actually been working on, so that I'll just go over kind of the current store. So that we've recognized kind of there's some struggles in the modern ecosystem, what we want to do for people. The store has served us very well in the past, but the current layout is kind of rigid, kind of structured, not for us to be able to expand well. As you can see up here, so that we have one single homepage. When you come to the asset store, this is it. This is what everybody sees. No matter what kind of developer you are, we have to somehow feature and merchandise the same effective content to all of our markets, which isn't the best approach, so that we have kind of like the one main homepage, a couple content we can feature, and then just our top products are sitting there for you. What else does this? Yeah, so we have limited opportunity to feature content. We're still actually using the same backend that we created when the asset store launched. So we've kind of had some struggles creating new features and new aspects of the store to help our community grow. So we've actually, kind of talking about it today. We haven't talked about it much in the past, but I'm going to be able to show you guys some today. We've actually done a lot of work to completely redesign the store. Just some insight about that, so that with the rigid backend, with the kind of all the new things we want to do, we've recognized, hey, we need to kind of revamp the store, bring a new experience to our users that can really scale and hit our global market. So for the past about 9 months, we've been doing work to rebuild our backend. We're actually fairly close to launching. This initial launch will more or less just be a redesign of the front end, but it's really going to give us a good foundation and a good structure to, in the future, add lots of features and lots of new aspects to the store. And within probably the next month, we'll be able to launch this redesign. I actually have a few slides I'm going to be walking you through what we've worked on, and we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I'm actually going to take a slight tangent with all this work we've been doing, because that has been 9 months in the working, doing a lot of back-end work. We've actually been able to launch our affiliate program, which is a really interesting opportunity. I'm going to talk about it slightly, not only because I think it's an interesting opportunity for all of you in the room, but it's a really good example of how we kind of want to scale, what we want to offer kind of as a global market, as really hitting a lot of customers, giving you the tools and power to be successful. If anybody who's not familiar with the affiliate program, is a program to kind of help you, so that there's a lot of markets in this world. We've done our best to hit as much as we can, but kind of there are communities out there that we don't quite know how to reach the best. The affiliate program is kind of an opportunity for people who talk about content, developers, bloggers, there's one specific term, but yeah, anybody who kind of talks about content and is able to promote content on our behalf, there's opportunities for you to make revenue, and you can create a link to products, generate revenue, that you get a cut of sales you are able to market and generate. So that kind of the big message of the affiliate program is to empower the global Unity community to discuss and promote how they're building their dreams using the asset store. So that, say you're a blogger, say you're talking about your development history, we have the program, there's this portal that I'll show you in a second, but you can essentially create campaigns, create links and different banners about products. If you're talking about like, hey, I've created this game, this is the type, this is the product I used. Hey, I used, for example, Playmaker, it really helped me out. This is why it helped me out. In development, you can link to that. Anybody who's kind of reading your blog and learning from your experience, they're gonna be interested in that product. They're gonna, if it generates a sale, you get a cut of that. So it's a really interesting opportunity for kind of the Korean market. Asset Store is localized to an extent in Korean, but essentially it is a English store. If you are able to kind of target customers that we aren't, it's a really good opportunity to grow. So just an example of kind of the dashboard you see. Everything is in real time. It has a handful of different reports, so it shows off, clicks and conversions and all the commission you're making. This is just an example of some data of what the dashboard looks like, but that it's available in over 26 languages. It pays out in over 100 plus currencies, so that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, if you're able to kind of target a community, the affiliate program should be able to help you do that. So just some examples and information. So we currently have 800 plus members in the affiliate program, sold a handful of products. Some examples of affiliates so these are some examples of our top affiliates. So just to show you kind of what they're doing. Go away, okay. So this is Norio, who is a Japanese developer. And so here right now, this is their blog. Look, they're talking about Unite Asia and all the things we're doing. They're able to hit, so that just in Japanese, they're able to talk about content they're using, asset store products, that, why they're using it, what they've been able to do with them, how it's made, how it's helped their development. And then each of these links that are here talking about content, if I were to click it and it generated a sale, they're going to make a commission off of it. And then another example is Asset Store Sales. So this is not an official website, but it's an affiliate who essentially, what they're doing is interesting. They're going through products. And so what you would see is on the page, it kind of has a breakdown of the history of the sale price. So you can say like, hey, I'm interested in purchasing this product. Right now it's on 30% sale. It'll show like a graph of the past 6 months and like, hey, this is the lowest it's ever been. I should buy it now. So this is a really interesting way of their kind of just using the affiliate program, giving you information that the asset store wouldn't otherwise to promote content and products. So, yeah, those are just two examples. I think that if you're a developer or blogger or kind of curious in sharing your experience and information about products, the affiliate program is a really good opportunity for that. I would go to the website and check out more if you're interested. There's kind of a lot more information about how to get set up and everything through there. So that the affiliate program is, so to circle back, affiliate program is a really good example of what we've kind of been trying to do to empower our community, hit a range of markets, being able to localize, being able to be present in a global community. So a motto of kind of, so with the new design of the store, with the revamp we're working on, a big motto of it has just been to get the right content in front of the right customers. So that in the past with the old store, or with the current store, we have one landing page, one real area of where we are going to where that like everybody comes, but we have tons of different customers. We're not really serving you guys, our customers, well enough by just like throwing you on this page and hoping you're interested in maybe 5 things. Customizable page. So yeah, so the keys to accomplish our new motto, we're actually working on customizable homepages. So essentially, you as a user, we're going to know a little bit about who you are. All this information is stuff you're going to provide to us and just say, hey, I'm an artist. Not only kind of the type of developer you are, but the level. So if you're saying, hey, I'm a beginner Unity developer, I don't know much, we can target kind of relevant content to you, versus if you're saying, hey, I'm an advanced developer, I only want to see like I already know what I'm doing, but I want to see these really like top-notch products. We're going to be able to show you kind of that level of quality and content, as well as so that kind of persona is based off of who you are. Customized campaigns, I'll go into that in a second. Category homepages, so the same thing, a struggle of kind of the current store. So we actually see about 50-50 of users who are coming and they know what they want, they start searching immediately of what they're looking for, versus people who come to our store and just click on a category and start like looking around. They might be curious about what they're looking for and what they're trying to find. Yeah, so we want a better experience for those customers, because right now if you just click on, say, 3D models, it just dumps you into a massive list of it just dumps you into a massive list of all the content that's available. We want to give a little bit more of an editorial and a curated experience of what you're seeing before you kind of just dive in. So yeah, so right here is just, so this is just an initial kind of mock-up design, but this is an example of kind of what the new revamp of the asset store is going to look like. So right here, so that this isn't really interactive much, but right here you're going to see it's a lot cleaner, a lot bolder, a lot more focused on just content that you're interested in. This is an example of just like a campaign we could be doing of showing off really interesting monsters. As we scroll down, it's kind of, no, stop. Okay. As we scroll down, you're going to, rather than being like thrown all this different content, you're going to be seeing kind of these lists and campaigns and types of content we think, hey, you as a user would be interested in. We could still have generic stuff that just says like, hey, Unity picks for you. Or this is an example, like say you're an artist. We're going to say, hey, you're an artist, you might be interested in these handful of 3D environments versus some design tools. And then we're going to keep going. We're going to be able to show off lists to you guys and different like interesting packs of content that might be relevant to you. And then also we're just going to be able to show off some content and then our footer. So this is all going to be modular. It's going to be a lot different depending on who you are and what you come in. We're going to have the ability to kind of feature a range of different content to you. One of the other big changes is kind of our category system. So these are not super final, but and right now we have a handful of categories. We wanted to kind of condense them, recognize who were, like what you as a customer would be looking for. So we have, so that an example is just 3D. So we're still going to have like all the categories we had in the past. It's not showing up there. So there's going to be kind of these mega menus. So even though 3D is kind of the top level, you're still going to be able to dive in. A lot more ability to kind of check out the different subcategories and different kind of aspects you're interested in. And that for each of kind of these different categories, that's going to be the same. Okay. And then to show you what I'm talking about a category homepage. So this is an example of just like our 3D landing page, rather than in the current store where if you click on 3D, it just shows you a list of content that you can filter by. This is going to be similar to a homepage, but just that is going to be a lot more editorial. We're going to be able to show off, the subcategories, and then you can go down and see, hey, all this different kind of curated list stuff we've recognized for the store. So if you're a 3D artist, you don't really care about code, you want just kind of this curated experience, this is what you're going to be able to see before you can and like this isn't going to limit you from finding content. You're still going to be able to dive in, find kind of anything and everything you're looking for, but this is kind of just, we feel, is a good start for users to kind of fall into. And then one of the other aspects is a new product page. So this is just an example of what Particle Playground would look like, so that when you go to a product, this is what you'll see. We'll still have all the same ability to, include screenshots and YouTube, Vimeo, and Sketchfab and all that stuff, but just laid out a little better, a little bolder and stronger. Yeah, a big kind of block for description text for you to better understand what a product is. Some information that we already have already, but we're just gonna hopefully expand and give you a little bit better information. So this section right here is gonna be kind of like collapsible and expandable, but it's gonna be a lot more kind of statistics and information about a product. Not necessarily like how much a product has sold or anything, but saying, hey, this product is available in these versions, it's been submitted, or it's been updated, this many times. This is all the content that's actually included in the product and what size it is and what you can expect in the product. Hopefully all this is just to kind of give you as a user a lot more insight about what you're actually buying before you kind of spend your money, like you're aware of what the content is. And then as you scroll down, we're still going to be able to kind of recommend content and have relevant lists and things for you about the product. And then, right, so this goes into, so this is just kind of a redesign of our current review system. But again, just give a better opportunity for kind of publishers and users to have a conversation. If you have a problem with the package, or if you really like the package, give the publisher the ability to kind of help out users and talk about different stuff. So with this design, these are just kind of some examples of what the store is going to look like. Things are definitely probably going to be slightly different by the time we launch in the next month, but this is more or less what we're working on, and this is what you guys should be seeing. Let me go back. Product page. So like I said, yeah, so this initial launch is mostly just going to be a revamp and kind of a redesign of the current store. But it is going to give us the framework and the ability to add tons of new features and really elevate kind of what we are able to offer our users and our publishers. So just some examples of other things we're working on. Revamping the publisher portal. So for publishers, it's going to give kind of like our affiliate dashboard a lot more abilities, a lot more features to kind of manage their products, promote, market, all that kind of stuff. It's just going to hopefully give them a better experience as a publisher. Integrated download managers so that you guys as users, it's going to be a little bit more in Unity, a little bit more structured to just make your experience bringing in content you've purchased or downloaded into your products better and just be able to interact with them. Hopefully a lot more easier. Automated localization, which is something we're excited about and exploring. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll be able to show something off about that, but that just like affiliate program still helps a lot with that. But automated localization, hopefully that just to reach a global market, we'll be able to better localize content, localize payments, localize a handful of different things that'll just make a better experience for you guys, our users, in a global market. And then our affiliate program is great, but we're going to add hopefully a lot more to the dashboard and kind of integrate it better into our ecosystem and just help you as a user be able to promote and manage your products. And then much more, because it'll give us a good framework to move forward. So yeah, this is about all I had prepared for this, but I wanted to give plenty of time to even just have a Q&A session. I'm happy to be here and answer kind of any questions that you guys have, either as a user or as publisher, anything. We have Ju Yang here, who is our asset store or Korea manager. So he's going to be able, if we're not able to get your questions today, or if you want to ask anything in, not publicly, feel free to reach out to us. But for now, yeah, we're Q&A, if anybody has any questions or curious about anything I've talked about today.